No pun intended. Concentrating current.
Sakura, is this how it all ends? 800 damage!
Oh my god! Not the second match, but he's the last.
Oh, that's right.
No delays, no Spirit Karibos. Tazkin Levica goes to the lane. This takes it back. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live with Duel Links Taiwan versus Academy of Duel Links in week number 1 of season 7 of Duel Links Team Wars. I, of course, am Heinz Ketchum, and we are waiting for the players to join the table and get ourselves underway here. I am excited for this, man. Both these teams have competed in the past in various leagues and perhaps Team Wars as well. But they are back this season after a hiatus, and we have some experienced players. And yo, what is that? The Swifty one subscribed at tier 1. That's 8 months. Yo, Swifty, I miss you, my guy. And thank you for all the support, Swifty. Foofy883, thank you very much for the follow as well. Let's get over into this this game like yay, huh? Apparently, Pharaoh was in blessed play this week, Swifty. So I don't know who's coming in for the starters, by the way. So we just gotta wait for players to hit the table, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, we got Koala. This is a different player than Koala from Phoenix, or so he would have us believe. Koala gonna be our bottom player. And yeah, I don't know who the top player is gonna be. Still waiting on everybody to filter into the room, get themselves all situated. You know, this is week 1. We still gotta shake off the rust. Oh, Koala's gone. Oh no. Koala's back. The excitement, the tension is palpable. Got Koala versus Lamp. I love Lamp. Alright, let's get it, baby. Games can officially start. We are ready to go, I would assume. Yo, Swifty, thank you for that multi-Twitch link. Bruh, where does B at, huh? Yo, Axel, what's good? Why are these players not starting? There we go. Koala versus Lamp. Game number 1 of Duel Links Taiwan versus Academy of Duel Links. Let's freaking get it.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Yeah, that's me, Jason.
Duel. It's my turn.
I'm doing well, Axel. Looking forward to a nice clean war. So 1 set pass from our boy Koala. Not gonna be doing anything too spectacular. Turn number 1, which if this is Cyber Dragons, he's in for some threats, you know? Yo, Cosmic Flare, what's good, my guy?
Go, Cyber Dragon.
And it is indeed Cyber Dragons.
My monster's effect activates.
Sakura says DLTW. First game in DLTW. What's up, Sakura? Happy to see you. There's that Cyber Dragon Veer coming out. So he's got the core Veer. He's got a fusion. He's going to fuse straight away. And basically, barring hand traps, he is threatening lethal already.
Cower before
Oh, yeah, you better cower before Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon.
effect activates.
I don't know much about Cyber Dragons, but I do know that if you put a Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon on the board, it can attack 3 times. And he's got that pay-to-win Cyber Dragon sitting in the back.
Let's battle.
And into the battle phase we go with 1 set in the back row. That is a leg spreader zombie. Goes in clean for 1, goes in clean for 2. No Sphere Karibos, no baggy badge. And just like that, Lamp takes game number 1. Cyber Dragons. Ooh. That puts Academy of Duel Links in the lead. And Koala down 1 deck. Now that looks like just a Thunder Dragon brick to me, but that is the risk of using a deck like Thunder Dragons. It can be so powerful, so sacky, but in a best of 1 format, 1 brick and your streak ends, even if your streak is at 0. Yo, Fictinium in the chat was good, my guy. In between games, if you guys are unaware of how Team Wars works, we have 2 teams go head-to-head, bringing 5 of each of their players. Each player gets 2 decks. Each deck has 1 single life. Not best of 3, not side deck. You bring in your deck. If it loses, you're out. You stay on that table till both your decks are gone. If you do lose before you get a win, say you're coming in with a counter pick from your team, you can opt to repeat that deck. Each team has 2 repeats, and the first team to 10 wins. And that looks like it might be a repeat already. And yeah, Jassam coming through saying that ADL is definitely going to repeat on that. Like, look, we got sacked. We're not trying to have another match just like that. So, DLTW repeats? Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, yep.
Go, Cyber Dragon Core. Cyber Dragon Core's effect activates. My monster's
Alright, Core Veer once again. So definitely opening well here. That's exactly the kind of APK hand that we need.
I special summon a monster.
Overflow and 1 set, 2 sets. And that's the Cyber Dragons we all know and love.
I draw. Honk.
And let's see if Koala can opt to play, or sorry, Lamp, I guess. Wait, what? Lamp is on the bottom? What happened here? No, Lamp is on the top. Oh man, I got messed up.
From my hand.
Voila, there we go. Charge of the Light Brigade, definitely opening up better already. Mills a Raikou, adds a Raikou. He also milled a Dark and a Sark. This is indeed a League, Fictinium. I'll play the trailer in between matches. It's poggers, dude. Also, big shout out to our referee for the match. It is Jazzum doing all the hard work in behind, making sure everything runs smoothly. A T set once again from Koala. How are you playing like this? Where's the rest of your deck? This man popped a artifact, a Lancia, and a bulb. So those will go down in the end phase. And he's going to Cyberload Fusion right here during the end phase, which means he can use another one on his turn if he's got it. And he's not restricted by attacking only with that Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon on his own turn. He's milling and chilling like a villain. Veer and Core go to the graveyard by the effect of the Rampage Dragon, and he's going straight into the battle phase. Is he getting lethal? Oh my gosh, no hand traps again. How you play this deck and you don't have any baggy sleeve stuff? How do you not have your badge on you? So Koala unfortunately losing 0-2. And Lamp posted starting with a 2-0 lead, as Duel Links Taiwan will be sending in their next player.
Here comes a Black Rose Dragon. Econ take. Dude, this is a real chain of events here. No pun intended. Concentrating current.
Sakura, is this how it all ends? 800 damage.
Oh my god! The second match is so nice.
Oh, that's really.
No delays, no sheer Karibos. Tez can Levica goes to the lane. This takes it back. Alright, so there's the season trailer. Still waiting on the next player from Duel Links Taiwan. They got Snow, Gallus, Moon, and Bijou sitting in the back. Yo, Blue Rose, what's good? Sakura clapping on Haru in the trailer. Yeah, I know, right? The trailer did capture some hype moments, and man, that All-Star game was great from last season. Alright, looks like... Whoa, why we got a player off the table? What the heck? Don't you be leaving them tables? This man's side deck and ref. Alright, Gallus versus Lamp. Let's get it. You know that Gallus is trying to bring back that early lead established by Lamp. And Lamp is trying to extend that streak. Also, speaking of which, Academy of Duel Links is sitting at a 2-0 score right now. So I better update that on the board. There we go. So we have Jesse Anderson coming in to take on Zane Truesdale. And that's pretty much what I would expect from a counter pick. Suspecting Crystron's definitely a good deck to bring in against Cyber Dragons. All the floating makes it a lot easier to deal with the destruction effects of the Cyber Dragons, as we do see a Scrap Recycler hit the board. He'll get to mill either a Thisfern or any other machine. It's going to be that Thisfern though. Adds a Smiger to the hand, suggesting to me that he already has that Sulfepnir. Opts not to use Transcendent Crystals though, so very well might not have any Crystal Beasts in the deck, meaning he might have a little bit of a brick. He does still have the nice opening, though, of being able to get your impact, as well as the Praziordle set up with your Citry, meaning he does have access to both Samurai Destroyer and Amatrix from the graveyard, as well as being able to set up a Black Rose Dragon or Samurai Destroyer by returning one of these monsters for his own turn. So Core grabs his Overflow. Now, Overflow does not have targeting protection, so not going to be protected by that that impact from the graveyard. Citry going to use its effect at the end of the main phase. He's going straight into Samurai Destroyer, which is so strong for this matchup. Samurai Destroyer is so strong in this matchup because it can float into itself. You just can't destroy it by card effect. I mean, you could do it, but it just comes right on back. It's so ineffective, and he does still have access to Transcendent Crystals, so opted not to use it on the Sulfefnir last turn, and instead waited, potentially risking drawing the Crystal Beast. But the odds were forever in his favor as he drops that Thistvern. And we got a Tribute Summon Crystron Sulfefnir, another card that'll float if hit by an impact. Not an impact, an overflow. Words are hard. He set a card as well, which is interesting because that could easily be hit by a Cosmic Cyclone. 2200 goes through. Sulfefnir going in for lethal. An overflow here. No, he's got a Sphere Karibo in the hand. And he does have the banished Sulfefnir, so he can bring that Sulfefnir to the board and go for lethal with this one. Let's see if there's any more hand traps from Lamp. He's got 2 balls. And no overflow in the end phase, which could pop that newly set card. So perhaps waiting to go into a Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon and start popping off. Still, Crystron matchup, definitely an uphill battle. No matter what your hand for Cyber Dragons, you really want to go first and really stop those tuners from ever getting their chance to synchro off. Core effect from the grave, meaning that Core will not be able to use his effect if he has one in the hand. Cybernetic Overflow, only going to be able to destroy 1 here, unless he's got a level 4 in the hand. But there would have to be Cyber Dragons. None of them are treated as Cyber Dragons in the hand. Now opts to use the Cyber Style. Here comes the Cyber Load Fusion. It's over for you.
It's over for you. Come, Cyber End Dragon.
So Cyber End Dragon on the board. Nice casual 4,000 attack, and can't easily be swung over by a Samurai Destroyer. 1,400 damage. I would say the only unfortunate thing about this is that wait, is that an Unending Nightmare I see? What the heck? Praziordle using its effect. And he's got that Citry in hand. We are ready for Black Rose Dragon. And as he destroys the board, the Sulfefnir is going to float, man. And he still has access to his normal summon. And Sulfefnir could be live from the grave. Only 1,800 life points remain. Sulfefnir does summon in defense position, though. Yo, vodka for free in the chat. What's good? Alright, Crystron Semije makes his way to the board, and he's got that scrap recycler. Alright, might be going for a powered Insectron for game. He actually could have Quarian that. He really could have. He had the option to Quarian that and banish those Sphere Karibos and everything. He opted not to. And there we go. Gallus. Bringing it back for Duel Links Taiwan. Gonna put that score to 2-1. Still, counterpick advantage goes to our friends over at Academy of Duel Links. So let's see what they bring in to counter. Since I counter Crystrons, but they still have a second deck here, and I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited, man. Too early in the morning. Now I'm too excited. Crystron's definitely a good counter pick for the Cyber-style Cyber Dragons. And looks like we have potentially another Thunder Dragons coming in. And Thunder Dragons are really just Cyber Dragons that are naked. Think about it. Crystron's going second, but this isn't really a matchup that favors either player substantially, but can definitely be a grind game for Thunder Dragons.
I hope you're ready to lose. Duel. My turn. From my hand.
We see Charge of the Light Brigade come out for Lamp. He mills 2 gold Sarcophagus and a Lancia, but he does get that Raiden, and he's got another charge, so he's got lots of mills. Duo Dark and Econ go down. He adds Raiden number 2 to the hand, and here comes one of them Raidens right now as he mills a 3rd charge and the Thunder Dragon Dark. Hawk gonna bring back the Dark, and that is a Vermilion Dragon mech on board as well as a Search. Suspect we're going to be seeing a Thunder Dragon Roar being added to the hand. And no, he goes straight for the Hawk. Does he have that Roar already? Oh my gosh, this man is broken. Look at that opening board. He's just vomiting out cards. Oh my gosh, Lancia being banished. He has been banned. Yeah. And Duo comes out. So he does have these cards set up so he can actually recycle them later on. Dark, of course, had used one of its effects already that turn, so he's not going to be able to get the effect off of being banished from the graveyard. Transcendent Crystals coming out from Gallus. And he adds the Prez Yordle from the deck to the hand off that Thisvern. Man, his hand's gotta be nice.
Show 'em what you can do. I special summon a monster. How predictable. My monster's effect activates.
Interesting there as well that just to get the Prez Yordle in the grave, what he did was he milled that and threw that Thisvern away from the hand. He actually could have prevented the boost on that Thunder Dragon Duo. And what that would have done would be to allow him to not give him that boost on the Sulfefnir. He could have just put it right in the grave. But it looks like he has a Quarian Gandrax all set up. So that point is moot. And he's going to be clearing that board. But a Thunder Dragon Hawk can bring that Duo right on back. And this isn't quite lethal on board just yet.
Come on. I summon a monster in attack position.
But that'll do it. Take a look at this graveyard here. All spells and then one of each of our Thunder Dragon friends. And he's popping that Quarian to special summon a Ryan. Now this does allow him to go into a Samurai Destroyer as well as take his opponent's Duo. but he's actually going to go for the Lancia, which is a very strong play here from Gallus. Lancia will be able to use its effect on his opponent's turn, even off the board, meaning that he won't be threatened by something like, well, it doesn't matter. I was going to say another duo, or perhaps the Levianeer. Jeez, man, words are so difficult. How did they get so hard? But that is going to be Gallus taking another game, tying up the score here. And that's a 2-2 score, and very well played from Gallus as well. Beautiful use of the floating effect of Quarian Gandrax. And that does eliminate Lamp, but they do have counterpick advantage, like I said earlier. So Academy of Duel Links will be able to bring in their best counter for Crystron's, given that they did get an early lead. So they can try to hold that lead by getting the counter pick down. It's one thing I've definitely done in the past is use that floating effect of Quarian Gandrax to my advantage. Playing Offerings to the Doomed in the deck is very fun. I used to love playing when Six Samurai was the deck of choice. You pop or you banish a Shien, and then you just go and pop your own Quarian, bring back that Shien. It's like, now I have the negation. This is what this feels like, Six Samurai. This is what it feels like. It's not nice. You know, Lancia could be used from the field. Yeah, it's a very useful card. And it plays so well in Crystron's because we can use it from the grave with the Citri to make a Samurai Destroyer on the opponent's turn. And when you do that, the Citri goes to the graveyard as well. Yo, Dio, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. And as you know, Fictinium, Citri can be very fun in the graveyard with use of things like Amatrix, where it could float back into it, and all kinds of cheesy things like that. This is definitely very interesting here for Academy of Duel Links. Really, Crystron has been the deck to beat this season so far. All weekend long, Crystron's has been the deck that has been sweeping predominantly across all the teams. It's really one of the harder decks to deal with, and due to its consistency and floating ability, it requires perfect play to beat it. And then on top of that, it's just so consistent that you can't really brick too hard with the deck outside of the literally worst opening of just all Crystal Beasts and Tuners. So very, very strong deck for Team Wars in a pseudo best-of-1 format. What's a lie, Gary? What did I lie about? They can brick easily, Crystron's? I would say they can brick. I'm not saying they can't brick. I'm just saying they're more consistent than a lot of decks. And still pretty good. I mean, even bad hands are certainly playable. Yeah, multiple tuner hands. That's what I said. Crystal Beasts and Tuners. But even the Element Saber matchup is certainly winnable. That's where those Lances come in so handy. Lance and Lancia. And hard to Purgatrio my board when I got them Lancias. And Lancia is another card for dealing with Element Saber's Floodgates because you can just Tribute Summon. Yeah, it certainly is annoying. It's one of the more annoying matchups. Having your stuff flip face down, not fun. We saw Forbidden Memories get a 5-game Crystron streak yesterday. I believe Death Row also got a 5-game Crystron streak. We have a 3-game Crystron streak from Divine. Actually, Death Row might have been 6 games straight with Crystrons. What happened? Did this glitch? Tier 0 got a good 4 games in with Mythic Depths Crystron. Four from Abusement Park against God's Chosen also. So it really is the deck to beat. I think it might be a shadow game. And in the season opener, Wayne Knopf went. He came back from a 3-game deficit to go 6 straight wins with Crystrons, and that was a really beautiful performance. I do believe that it is indeed a shadow game. We do have Potsy on the table, though. And we got some time to kill. Gosh dang shadow games. And I guess I gotta put a blocker up on the board because we're gonna have to watch a replay here in a minute. You are not kidding. Yeah, it's probably Ritual Beasts versus Crystron, so then we'll have a good 20 minutes before we actually get the next match. And you know what that means. Street replays. Cedo versus I-9029. I don't even get gems for this. What a ripoff, dude. Yeah, that's right. Blocker up on the names. It's because this isn't what it is. It's different people. Yeah, Shirin Nui Neos. You know, that deck that we see so often. Neo-Space Shirin Nui. He's gonna drop that Spectral's Word. Oh my gosh. Neos Fusion coming out. He drops a Spirit Master and a Neos. Oh boy. This man's crazy. Quad set.
Attack! Brave Neos activates its effect. I expected
Cosmic Cyclone on the Neospace. Sorcery Conduit for 1,000? How old is this?
monster's effect activates. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Gallus is in fact using Crystrons.
Now's the time. I fusion summon a monster.
Right, y'all actually send in a Crystron mirror though with your kind of back? Y'all nuts.
I activate a spell. I set a card. Let's battle. Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Burger Trio.
I'm not beat yet. My turn is done. Here I go.
What?
It's my
Wait,
turn.
what?
I draw.
What?
I activate my spell card. Neo's
What?
fusion.
What just happened?
Go, elemental hip.
Did he just not attack? What that? What am I watching?
And my turn.
I'm counting on you. My monster's effect activates. From my
Does this man not know that?
a spell. Now's the time. I fusion summon a monster.
Does he not know what his cards do?
Just what I was waiting for. I activate my monster.
He banishes a Spirit Master? Are you insane?
Playtime is over. My monster's effect activates. Here we go.
I'm not beat yet.
I attack.
Oh, now he figures out that he can attack more than once.
I'm just getting.
Okay, that was strange. Okay then. How did Neo Shiranui ever lose? Damn, man. This is the doo-doo. I don't know. That's pretty weird. Let's check out what this guy's got. The old sorcery conduit. Let's see if it still has the old... No. Damn, look at that. Ooh, this man's illegal. He's out here cheating. 5-card extra deck as well. Ugh. Ugh. See if we can collect some environmental gems. I'm rich. Now I open up my own league. I don't need you, Team Wars. No Quillbolt Hedgehogs? What the heck? What we got in the trader? Anything neat in here? You suck, card trader. Can we get a prismatic card? No? Garbage. Trash. Batch convert. 2 R jewels. How did the skill bug? What? What you mean? Potsy versus Gallus, game number 1.
As long as there is a single glimmer of light, I will fight to overcome the darkness.
I better keep on my toes if I want to win. Because I know my crystal beasts will do their job. I'm
Alright, let's get it. Chris Ron this turn comes out for Gallus.
show 'em what you can
And he's going to slam down a Citri. One set in the back.
I drop from my hand.
Cosmic Cyclone says, get that thing up out of here. It's an unending freaking nightmare. And he's got to use it to keep his opponent from having no mortal can resist. And he's going in deep on him with that Spectral's Word, man. Here comes Crystron Amatrix.
monster.
I end
Here
my
I go.
turn.
I draw. Come on out. My monster's effect activates.
Braziordle popping himself off the board. And into Orion we go. And he's giving him that no mortal can resist right back.
What shall I
Putting the tuner in the graveyard as well.
activate? What shall I play? I spec what
This man's got to have an Artifact Lancia in the hand. I'm getting them reads.
monster.
Chill out.
Chill out.
Here's my
Fiendish chain. Find this chain on your Orion Seacrest.
activates. My monster's effect activates. Now.
Nope, no Lancia. Alright, this man's just
monster's
nuts.
effect activates.
Shiranui Squee Ray gets to draw 1 discard. 1 opts to discard the Solid Torino. And he's going to get a tuner back.
Allow me to.
No mortal can resist.
Here I go.
No float due to the effect of the revived King Hades. And he's got that Barista Squad, and he's going in for lethal with the other two cards. Very well played from Potsy, and that puts ADL in the lead, and we can go into game number 2. Ah, what do you mean it's ending? How is that possible?
You're going to be all washed up. I have never turned down a challenge.
I have never turned down a challenge. We got a Crystron mirror?
Your defeat. And you cannot
Wait, no, that's not...
escape your
Wait, he has 2 Crystrons? This man's nuts.
My turn.
The heck?
What shall I play? I summon a monster in attack position.
Yeah, man, I like Crystrons as much as the next guy, but
What shall I play?
that's not right.
Summon a monster.
I don't think I like the idea of bringing in a deck that loses to the same matchups. Although these do have different matchups, like one loses to Dark Magician, the other one beats Dark Magician, but like still, they both lose to No Mortal, and neither one of them particularly like seeing No Mortal can resist Shiranui.
What shall I play? I synchro summon a monster. I set a card on the field. I set a card on the field. I end my turn.
My turn.
Now these decks do play differently, so let's see if Gallus is as polished with the SSA variant as he is with the Transcendent Crystals variant.
I'll show you no mercy.
Gen X Undyne.
Effect activates.
Why does this thing got boobies? These questions keep me up at night, man. And he's dropping that This Burn to the grave. Gen X Controller being out of the hand. A nice casual +1/+2 if you count the skill.
My monster's effect activates.
Fistburn grabs the Smijay.
My monster's effect activates.
Already has that Soul Theft in the hand. Smiger goes down. And we're opening well for sure, is Gallus. He is facing down 2 back row. We know his opponent's playing Fiendish Chain and Ballista Squad, so he is at risk of being disrupted.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Smiger grabbing an impact, also perhaps checking for delays from Potsy.
My monster's effect activates.
Just trying to get a beat on exactly what he's looking at. The Umi goes down. He wiped the ocean off the face of the planet. The power of that turtle. Must be one of them lion turtles from Avatar or something. He's all strong like
Now
that.
is the perfect time. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect
Oh, and he's got the
activates.
Citadel Whale. Whale, whale, whale. Pretty sure this whale disregards the laws of buoyancy as we know them.
I'm counting on
I was
you.
talking about this last night with my friend Monkey Boy. How does this thing? It's got that big ass horn. Look at the skeletal structure on this thing. And then you're also expecting me to believe that a whale with this giant, thick skeletal structure is also supposed to support this massive fortress on his back? What's that about? He's got freaking bricks and metal hanging off his back. Also, his blowhole is clearly plugged by these cannons. How's he breathing, man?
Now,
Barista Squad going off.
my trap activates.
Pops the middle card.
My turn is complete.
My
I can't believe it. He He hit the C stealth attack. How did he know? He's got mind scan. Still, though, with the triple set from Gallus, you can almost expect that, you know, perhaps he has another C stealth attack waiting in the wings, and he was expecting that all along. Also, keep in mind, you can't really Fiendish chain the Citry or the Whale at this point, seeing how the Whale protects all water monsters on this side of the board from targeting effects, so long as the effect targets one card and nothing else.
I special summon a monster.
Oh, but we do see the Shiranui Spectral's word Shade, so a level 7 Synchro has to be a zombie, though.
Now, I synchro summon a monster.
Now, Squire Saga has a non-targeting destruction effect, and we have a C stealth attack. Oh my gosh, this man had two of them things. Umi coming through.
Nice try.
And Citry's effect is going to go off here. So Gallus, wisely using all of his effects now, knows that the Squire Saga, as soon as that effect goes off, will start disrupting things, especially with the new rulings. It does look like he is going to go for a Samurai Destroyer, or perhaps just banish that Citry straight away to protect the face-up spells and traps. Alright, here we go. Now the continuous trap is going off, and he is going to do the play that I mentioned, and it's going to be Citry being banished by the Sea Stealth attack. This will basically be a Monster Reborn for the Solfefnir. And I know what you're thinking. But Hans, Solfefnir's effect is going to be negated. He's not even going to be able to float. No, chat, you're stupid. You're dumb. Solfefnir, his effect is only negated on the board. Once he goes to the graveyard, he's fully effective. He's realized his full potential. You're lucky I'm here. You guys are hopeless. Alright, he is going to opt to use that Squire Saga to banish itself. This will destroy a spell trap on the board, as well as a monster. Yo, skill shot, what's good? So we lose an impact and we lose a whale.
My monster's effect activates.
And Shiranui Spectral's word going off from the grave. We are going to see the almighty, the powerful Shiranui Shogun's Aga.
Special summon a monster.
Damn, this man's like a firebender. What the heck? Look at that guy. He's crazy.
I end my turn.
And that's pretty much that's gonna be it. He just summoned that guy.
I set a card. I set a card face down.
All right, so two more sets coming out from Gallus.
My turn is complete.
And just gonna end the turn like that. Opts not to swing in with the Solfefnir. The Solfefnir could easily take down that Shogun Saga, but Shogun Saga would put a monster from the banished pile back into the graveyard upon destruction.
Summon a monster in attack
Got that Shiranui Solitaire. Also Shiranui, how I spend my nights. Alone. Cold. Raigeki Break drops that Genix controller. He's been holding on to that since turn number 1. He's gonna yeet that Solitaire off the board.
Let us battle.
My monster's effect activates.
And this looking like a Crystron Amatrix here, bringing back the Undyne.
To stay out of the water. Now is the perfect
So that's
time.
2 level 5 or higher water monsters now on the board. Both of them float. Of course they do, they're water monsters. What am I talking about? And the Shogun Saga into defense position.
All right. My turn.
And now really the only thing Gallus has to play around here is the No Mortal Can Resist. He's very safe from targeting effects on those monsters. He does have the Impact in the Grave. He also has a Whale that he could bring back pretty much at any moment.
My turn is complete.
My turn. I draw.
Shogun Saga back on the offensive.
I summon a monster.
And off the top of the deck, we see a Shiranui Squire.
Now.
So he top deck one turn, he got the Solitaire. Next turn, he gets the Squire. Yo, no love, what's good? And Spectral Sword
What shall I play?
being used with the Shogun Saga going out into the Shiranui Sun Saga. Now this is non-target destruction, and we are in for a treat here. Oh, he opted not to chain the effect? Am I... So face-up cards can be blown up. He opts not to chain the Sea Stealth attack, I guess because he had a Sea Stealth attack face down, and both monsters are going to float. Yo, Juked, what's good, my guy?
You have taken my bait.
Solfafnir and Amatrix effects going off. And we still have a live Sea Stealth attack. Solfafnir can literally float into another Solfafnir, and Amatrix can float into the same Solfafnir, leaving, again, 2 level 5 or higher water monsters on the board. But we do have the protection effect from Sun Saga to deal with here.
A monster.
It's my battle.
And it's fueled up. We're geared up.
Allow me to proceed. I shall attack.
This is really the win condition here for Apache, is establish a Sun Saga with a thick graveyard that he can continuously use to protect his monsters.
And now I shall attack.
You have taken my bait. My continuous trap.
Sea Stealth attack. Wait, what? Huh?
I end my turn.
All right. I draw.
Yo, thank you for the following.
My monster's effect activates.
He certainly can. I don't know what just happened there. Gallus takes the dub, though. This man clicked no? What? Hello? I said, this is his win condition. This man said, well, too bad. I don't care. Fuck my win condition, this man said. Skillshot says, check PayPal. Really? Yo, Ryu, thank you for the follow. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he just like got bored of Shiranui. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Give me my next deck, dude. You DM'd me pics? You what now? You did what? Dude, keep that on the DL. Don't tell people that. We got Gallus versus Potsy. Vodka says that was a timeout win. Oh, so he had to toggle off. He couldn't protect it because he didn't have time. Wild. Imagine playing against Crystons and timing out.
You should have stayed in the kitty. Yugi, it will be my very great honor to face you in a duel.
If you are a true duelist, I expect nothing less than your best strategies.
Duel. Fine, I'll show you.
It does look like Potsy is all geared up to take on Crystons, though. We got a Scrap Recycler coming through. And he drops a Thysburn. Thysburn can easily grab a Self-Fafnir, and that's exactly what he's going to do. It's a funny matchup, though, because this is actually the Crystron matchup that actually has a bit of an advantage in the Element Saber matchup, and he opts to pop the Scrap Recycler here with the Self-Fafnir. And Impact is in the grave. So he is going to be able to negate a potential Malehu.
From my hand,
And Palace of the Elemental Lords, of course, it's always in the opening hand. Never worry about that.
my field spell activates.
And Element Saber Melonaise to the hand. Alistair the Invoker coming out.
Monster's effect activates. From my hand,
They just play differently, Victinium. It's just one of them is more of like protect your board, and the other one is break your opponent's board. In terms of your overall goals. Mind you, Sea Stealth Attack in itself, being able to banish his cost, is a definite advantage. It allows you to do a lot more stuff. What's my favorite deck? It's Crystons. Right now, anyway. My favorite deck overall is probably like Ninjas or Magnets, but for like what's in the meta right now, Crystron's is going to be top of my list.
here I go.
And he is going Purgatrio, and like Bun said, I mean, if there's a Sea Stealth Attack set, how do you really deal with that as Element Saber invoked?
I activate a spell.
What good cards against Shiranui using Blue Eyes? I mean, the Spirit Dragon's pretty good. Don't let them get out Sun Saga. Should be okay.
Monster's effect activates.
Aside from that, yeah, Karma Cut. Water was selected. He's going liquid on him.
My monster's effect activates.
So he has another invocation in the hand. Looks like he's going to be able to use a Casitas here, which would be able to get through the Crystron Self-Fafnir, even if there is a Sea Stealth Attack set. Still more issues with that, though.
Here I go. I fusion summon a monster. I set a card.
So one set in the back row.
Time to battle.
And he will be able to go in with the Casitas on that Self-Fafnir if he wants. But he's got this juicy perk. He's going to go in with a perk. Is it a C stealth attack set from Gallus? No, it's not.
I faced greater dangers out in the waters.
So not going to be a C stealth attack. And he does have the floating effect of Sulfefnir that he's going to use here. And he goes out into a Sitri.
Summon a monster.
Now, Sitri does have access to both a Samurai Destroyer as well as a Crystron Amatrix.
Right in my net. My monster's effect activates.
Scrap Recycler going to come out. This will put the Purgatrio into defense as he goes out into Crystron Windstorm. I mean Amatrix. Now, if that set is an impact, poor little Casitas is going to look very silly here.
You have taken my bait. My monster's effect activates.
I end my turn.
It's my I draw. I set a card. Time to battle.
Into the battle phase we go.
There's a storm coming for you.
Amatrix going in on that Purgatrio. One back row from Potsy. Can he save his Burger Trio? A lot of thinking going on. And just going to end up losing to Gallus just like that. That's a 4-3 score. I don't know what that was about, but hey. Check PayPal again there, Patsy. Axel's his third world internet. F's in the chat for our friend Potsy. Damn, his internet got corona, dude. Rough. Alright, so the next player can come in for Academy of Duel Links. We got Axel, we got NA, and we got Hero still chilling in the back. And they're ready to take on Crystron. It's like, man, this Gallus fella, he's a one-trick pony. And his one trick, Crystrons. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get the paycheck on week 1, man. Bring it back for week 2. Looks like we got Axel coming in. Axel rose from the the ashes of his fallen homie. And he's ready to take on Crystron. He's like, I know how this matchup works, man. I know what your little weird little rock machines and water do. I know how they work. Don't worry. Just waiting on the match to get underway. Eventually. Oh no, Axel's gone. Also, if you guys change the little emotes here, it can help avoid shadow games. For some reason, it like refreshes the table somehow. Didn't mean to get all technical on you, but it does help. All right, Gallus versus Axel. Let's get it, baby. Where the hell did Gallus go? Why are you leaving? You leave the table? I'll kill you. Man, I'll throw hands, bro. All right, let's get it. Good luck to both players. This is a nice tight war so far, man. Gallus definitely putting in a lot of work for his team. He had to start with a 4-2 deficit. A 3-2 deficit. 2-game deficit. Whatever, man. Words are hard, okay? It's first thing in the morning. I'm not good at this.
My turn.
And Crystron's getting to start us off.
Counting on you. My
And he opens up with that Undyne.
activates.
Undyne drops a Whale. Does he have like a Thistburn Sulfefnir hand right now? And he's about to go all the way off.
I'll teach you to stay out of the
You know, he's got the Sulfefnir and the Rose.
I'll show you no mercy. My monster's effect activates. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters.
And here comes a Citry, and here comes a Whale.
My monster's effect activates. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I special summon a monster.
Yo, Bizza, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
I set a card face down. I set a card. My turn is complete.
Alright, so pretty good turn there from Gallus. Targeting protection, sees stealth attack set up, and he's got that Citry.
Here's my face down card. My continuous trap activates.
Oh, it's definitely worth it, Victinium. Both of them have good matchups. This one pretty much just wins versus Thunder Dragons. And we got a big, thick rod coming out from Axel. Drops a pulsating rod on the board. And now this is the main difference here between the Sea Stealth Attack version and the Transcendent Crystals version, is the Sea Stealth Attack version actually has a worse matchup versus Dark Magician. Those banishes and negates can be very problematic, and also both versions quite weak to the No Mortal Can Resist. I'd say it's probably worse to lose a Whale, though. Oh, Raigeki Break, though, drops that Genex Controller, using that +1 to his advantage, and going to make sure that his opponent does not get the plus with that Dark Magical Circle.
I set a card on the field. Let us battle. Allow me to proceed.
Nice try.
I shall
My
attack.
monster's effect activates.
And looks like we might be going straight into a Samurai Destroyer. No, we are going into Sulfefnir and just banishing the Citry to get that monster reborn. And that's 2 level 5 or higher water monsters on the board with the monsters, or the space up spells and traps protected.
I draw.
No, it's actually pretty easy. I mean, honestly, sometimes the trick to dealing with it is as simple as slam a Prazdordal into something. And that's it. Alright, this for getting a nice little search here. Be right back. I'm just going to take a short break for nature and let this game play out for just a second.
I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I tribute summon a monster. Let's battle. Behold! My monster shall attack. My continuous trap activates. There's a storm coming for you. I attack you directly with my monster.
Oh, my future is getting cloudy.
You're sunk. I attack you directly with my monster.
I knew you would do that. I activate a face down card. My trap activates. Now, I special summon a monster. Very well. I special summon a monster.
Alright, and I am back. And it looks like I didn't miss a whole lot here, just a bit of extra Solfefnirs and a couple Dark Magicians on the board.
That's the end of my turn.
Leaves the Dark Magicians up. Am I seeing that right?
I draw.
So no mortal is live. That's a pretty nice grave to hit. But still has to deal with quite a sizable board here.
Allow me to show you what I can do.
No mortal can resist. So protected from targeting effects from the whale on the monsters, and protected from destruction effects on the face-up cards from the Sea Stealth attack, and protected by battle on all three by the Sea Stealth attack as well. But there is a live negate, and no mortal can resist from Axel. And he still has 3 cards in hand. And the other thing about the whale is it can be chain blocked.
I set a card on the field. My turn comes to an end.
Get ready. It's my turn.
It's just one set in the back row.
Let's battle. There's a storm coming for you. I attack with the monster.
So Fefnir going in on the Dark Magician. Does this force the Magician Navigation from the grave?
My continuous trap activates. There's a storm coming for you.
And the whale going in on Dark Magician number 2. Gallus going for game here. And Magician Navigation coming out once again, but no circle to start forcing cards. We have another Dark Magician come out.
Special summon a monster. Now, I special summon a monster. Just as I expected. My monster's effect activates.
Rod tributes off a Dark Magician, gonna add itself back to the hand.
There's a storm coming for you. My monster shall attack. My continuous trap activates. Behold! My monster shall attack.
I knew you would do that. My trap activates.
And we are going to negate the Sea Stealth attack using Magician Navigation number 1. However, even with this, he could just banish the Solfefnir in response to that and just not have to attack. And there it is. It's going to just do that. Oh, he's not. He just lets it go through. Solfefnir going to float, and he goes out into the Crystron Ryan.
That's the end of my turn.
draw. Very well. I summon a monster in attack position.
Rod comes out once again.
Activates.
1,450 life points remaining. He still has no mortal can resist. Can use it every single turn. Here comes the dark magical circle. The most magical of those dark circles. Whiffs on the circle. Not going to get any cards from the deck, although he has used a couple navigations already. And all the Dark Magicians, I think, have been in play.
Battle phase.
So not too unlikely that he'd whiff on that.
My monster attacks.
Here comes the Magician's Rod, swinging in on Ryan. And Sea Stealth can banish the Ryan to protect it.
My trap.
Magician Navigation on the Sea Stealth attack, going to negate it, but Ryan's still going to come back.
Allow me to proceed.
Nice try.
My monster
My
attacks.
continuous trap activates. Ah, that would you have
Another Sulfafnir down.
to stay out of the waters.
You defeated me.
Dueling you was hum.
And Gal's going to take another win there from Axel. As Axel loses his first deck, and we have Gallus going on to 5-1 on the scoreboard. So Academy of Duel Links does have both their repeats left. Oh, wait, no they don't. They're going to use one on Axel here. They definitely want to try to get rid of this Crystron deck right now. So they're going to burn repeat number 1 from their squad. And Axel is ready to go in against Gallus. Crystron's going second, so this bodes well for the Dark Magician matchup.
You should have.
Duel. What shall I play?
Axel slaps down that rod with dominance.
Monster in attack
He
position.
is ready to go full Dark Magician combo on Gallus.
My monster's effect activates. From my hand, I activate a continuous spell. I set
Taking
a card
5+ decks to be the 2017 Sea Stealth attack deck. Whale OP. True.
I draw.
Alright, so just circle one set and a rod. But as long as that set is a set that he needs, he could be all clear. Here comes Scrap Recycler.
My monster's effect activates.
Sulf popping off. Drops a Press Yordle.
Perfect time. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. I'll show you no mercy. I
And here comes
special
with this
summon a
Vern.
monster.
This Vern can pop stuff as well. It's too late. Now you gotta ask the whale gods for forgiveness, says Buns.
My monster's effect activates.
This Vern gonna pop that Yumai.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. Now is the perfect time. I synchro summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Press Yordle using its effect as well here. Brings out a Crystron Smiger.
My monster's effect activates.
Smiger pops. So Solf is going to bring out another tuner.
I'll show you no mercy.
And he goes for the Crystron Ryan.
Special summon a monster.
Suggests to me that we have a Citadel Whale coming through. And very nice opening a hand here from Gallus.
My monster's effect activates.
Gets to grab that Sea Stealth attack from the deck. And because he blew up that Umi, he's really not losing any value by summoning the whale straight from the hand like that. He'd go -1 on the play, but he has targeting protection, a card that floats, and a nice juicy graveyard just in case he does want to float. And he also has a search set up for next turn with that Smiger and the Thisvern in the grave. And here comes Sea Stealth attack.
Face down card.
And one thing I'd say that Gallus did wisely was not putting that Magician's Rod in the graveyard. Magician's Rod does have an effect that will allow him to chain block. So even targeting these monsters on the board, use the Rod from the graveyard. It chain blocks the Whale Negation effect, and you don't lose your Dark Magical Circle that you worked so hard to establish.
It's my battle phase. Here I go. I shall attack you with my monster.
And Sea Stealth attack going to blow up the Magician's Rod.
I end my turn.
And no damage taken, so no mortal can resist. Not going to be live yet for Axel.
My monster's effect
Here comes those searches. Look at the value Gallus gets off these plays with Sea Stealth attack Crystrons. He grabs the Impact. That's another card that can block targeting effects for Crystrons. Thisvern going off. He goes from a 2-card hand to a 4-card hand, just like that, as well as a very solid board state of having the Whale, the Amatrix, Sea Stealth attack, and Umi.
My monster's effect activates.
Solf discarding the Rosenix.
I'll show you no mercy. I special summon my monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. My continuous trap activates. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I summon
Are
a
we going to
monster in
see
attack
a
position.
dolphin?
I'm counting on you. I synchro summon
We
a
have
monster.
Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice, bury you. This PCT seems different, this man said. He's got them jokes.
My trap activate now.
Magician Navigation slapping down a Dark Magician from the hand. What else you got? What else could there be? What else even is there?
Now. I
Got the Magician of
special
Dark
summon a monster.
Illusion.
Now.
Circles effect going off, going to be able to target cards on the field. Gets to target a card and banish it from the game. This is be gone. Sea Stealth attack already used its effect this turn. Targets a Sea Stealth attack. What? Why not the Umi? Because now the whale's still bigger.
My monster's effect activates.
Am I tripping? Man, these 2017 plays are complicated, dude. Alright, targets the back row card and the Dark Magician.
I shall
World
extinguish
Legacy Clash, but Clash can be negated by the whale.
a quick play spell.
My monster's effect activates. Let's battle.
Into the battle phase we go. Gonna clear that board.
I attack with the there's a storm.
And only 900 damage dealt from the Bryanak, so no mortal can resist, not live. But we do have the Dark Magician on the board, sitting by himself here.
Draw.
I'm seriously surprised he didn't banish the Yumi, though. One more set in the back row from Axel. He thinks that Gauss plays 2 Umis? Okay. Sure. You know how it is. You know, everybody's playing 2 Umis.
My trap activates. Let us battle. Allow me to proceed. I shall attack you with my monster.
Ah, that was nothing. Nothing.
I end my turn.
I draw. My monster's effect activates.
Now burning the navigations to negate the Umi that he could have just banished and turned off the Sea Stealth attack. This is really an uphill battle for Axel in this position.
I set a card face down. Time to battle. There's a storm coming for you.
The whale going in. Magician navigation. He has a Dark Magician still in the hand.
I special summon a monster. Now. I special
Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer, comes out.
do that.
Dark Magical Circle,
Create a continuous spell.
targeting the Yumi. And Magician's Rod going off now. Tribute off that Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. Now this does cause a replay, so the whale not forced to attack.
Behold, my monster shot. My monster
Does get to float with that Amatrix though. Crashes into Dark Magician.
I'm counting on you. My turn is
My
complete.
turn.
And into a tuner we go. Let's take a look at that banished pile.
What shall I play?
Lots of fuel. Can go into another Amatrix. Can go into a Paladin Zectron. Magician Navigast Yoni being added to the hand, but how many Dark Magicians are burnt at this point?
Allow me to
Potentially has one more. Here comes the Ryan effect. Going to go into the Crystron Amatrix here using the Praziordal. Shuffling both back into the deck. And that Dark Magician going on the defensive.
Turn the tides. My monster's effect activates.
I end
All
my turn.
right. My turn. I draw. I'm counting on you.
Gen X Undyne.
Activates.
Oh, and another whale comes out.
My monster's effect activates.
Whale now.
No mercy.
That is double whale on the board. And he's going to thin that deck out for another Sea Stealth attack.
I set a card face down. Let's battle. Behold. There's
Another Dark Magician hits the graveyard.
I attack with the monster.
And there goes the rod. Now, that is enough for no mortal can resist.
I draw.
And that would be quite the graveyard to hit. Look at that. Woo-wee.
A card on the field. I have already
There he goes. Let's take a look at these skull servants, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of bony boys. Woo!
I end my turn.
Look at them. Look at all them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freaking bony little boys, and that navigation's still live.
Special summon a
Oh
monster.
my gosh, Axel, how you got them all?
I special
There
summon
comes
a
the
monster.
rod.
Just as I expected. I activate a continuous spell. I shall extinguish that. My monster's effect
Targets the back row, going to use the rod. And banishes C stealth attack that he saw him set.
Your son. I attack you.
I don't understand.
have lost. This was un-
Dueling you was hub.
I don't get it. I'm at a loss here. What? Alright, that's a 6-3 score. Yalis moves on to 6-1. You have 1 second on the timer? Yikes, bro. Alright, well, Gallus takes that one. Axel, unfortunately, going 0-2 with Dark Magician. Now, I still have NA and Hero sitting in the back. It looks like we got ADL Hero coming through. Gallus hopping on and off that table, trying to make sure we don't get a shadow game, and here we go. They say that a hero can save us. Let's see if you can eliminate Cristrons finally from Gallus. Oh, we might have a mirror match.
Prepare to be. Duel. My turn. I'm going all out. My monster's effect activates.
Yeah, typically Fictinium, the SSA version, would have the edge. There's a couple tricks you can use for the regular version, but it's definitely a trickier matchup for the Transcendent Crystals. C Stealth Attack, just very, very annoying. Even though your guys float, you really have to play around a lot of shit.
Special summon a monster.
But on the bright side, the Transcendent Crystals does have less of a brick chance overall.
My monster.
The C Stealth Attack version can get some awkward hands with like a Scrap Recycler and a Whale and like Genix controllers in hand. Or just dead C Stealth Attacks.
I special summon a monster. I'm setting a card. I end my turn. My turn.
Alright, so we have the Citri one set in the back, and let me take a look at that grave.
Monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Here comes Scrap Recycler, drops the Sulfafnir.
Now is the perfect time.
Sulfafnir drops the Smiger.
My monster's effect activates. Now is the perfect time. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. I set a card face down. I set a card face down.
All right, 2 sets in the back, 3 sets in the back. Oh my gosh, and into the battle phase we go. Scrap Recycler going to try to trigger that Sentry.
My monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. Come on. I synchro summon a monster. Now's the time.
And Cosmic Cyclone
My turn is complete.
banishes the Sea Stealth attack.
I draw. I'm counting on you. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates. Come on. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Still 2 back row cards from Hero, and his Sentry is live. I mean, it's only on a Crystron Solfefnir,
Come on out. I special summon
but he can make a powered, or not a powered Insectron, but a Samurai Destroyer as well, which is pretty nice for Gallus here. Destroying the Ryan, or the Rosenix, and going out into the Sentry.
strike 'em down. I attack with my monster. You have taken my base.
Sentry using its effect to grab that Crystron Solfefnir.
Now is the perfect time.
And here comes the Samurai Destroyer. Whoa, super heavy Samurai Stealth Ninja. That's no Samurai Destroyer at all.
I attack with my
Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Once per turn. During the next standby phase, after this card was destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Raigeki Break going off in the end phase, discards the Fist Burn, and while that Sentry can't use its effect, just pops it.
I draw. My monster's effect activates.
This man's set super heavy Samurai. Look how fat this guy is. No wonder he's so heavy. Bro, that confused the heck out of me. I was not expecting to see a Stealth Ninja. And this man summoned a super heavy Samurai in a freaking mirror match, man.
Summon a monster in attack position.
That boy a fish out of water in this matchup. And we got that impact.
I'll teach you.
Bro, this is looking like a Brian act. We could be seeing game right now.
I synchro summon a monster.
No impact in the grave.
Monster's effect activates.
Bryanak discards an impact. Speaking of impacts in the grave, and this man going for game again. But I know what you're thinking, chat. You're like, but Heinz, he's in defense position. How could he attack? It doesn't matter. Super heavy samurais can do it. Chat is so dumb. And Gallus taking another one, going up to 7-3 on that scoreboard. Yo, Cougs. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's like I said, it plays a bit different from regular Crystron. It's very much more of a protect the board state kind of a deck, but you know, that board state is so powerful. You can't target the monsters. You really have to play around a lot, and you have to know a lot about the game mechanics to really get the most out of your plays when you're playing against it. And it looks like that's probably going to be a repeat. Jessam is hitting me with that repeat, and that is going to be repeat number 2 for ADL.
You should have stayed in the kiddie pool.
Going in with that mirror match once again.
Teach you to stay out
Scrap Recycler.
activates.
Yeah, you know that last deck is, like, not great for this.
My monster's effect activates.
And adds the Solfefnir to the hand off the Fistburn. Solfefnir going off. And he drops the Smiger.
My monster's effect activates. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I special summon a monster.
And here comes the Praziordle. Basically going for the optimal board state here is Gallus on turn number 1.
Monster's effect activates.
Smiger grabs the impact. And this is looking real nice for Gallus.
My turn is complete.
Let's see if Hero can match that board state.
I'm going all out. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates.
He did indeed, Blind Bandit.
I special
Alright.
summon a monster.
2 Fistburns in the opening hand. Solfefnir going to start popping off.
I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. Come on. I special summon a monster. I set a card. I'm setting a card.
2 sets in the back. Cougs, Crystron has been pretty much the dominant deck in the weekend for Team Wars.
My turn. I draw.
I wouldn't say that the helm of Crystron is all on Wayne.
Counting on you. I tribute summon a monster. Let's battle. Here I go. I attack with the monster.
And we got a normal summon Solfefnir, so nice and safe from the defense position, switching from the Amatrix that's about to come out. Targets the Smiger to do it, so he's not going to get a search off of that next turn. But he can definitely just grab another one if he wants to off that Fistburn. And here comes Crystron Amatrix.
My turn is complete. It's my draw. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you.
Solfefnir drops a Praziordle.
Summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. Show 'em what you can do. I special summon a my monster's effect activates.
Rosenix going off on that Emerald Tortoise.
Come on out. I special summon a monster.
Does have a play here for Samurai Destroyer, or apparently Super Heavy Samurai Stealth Ninja.
Show 'em what you can do.
Looks like it's going to be that Sammy D.
Summon a monster. I'm setting the card. Battle.
I shall turn the tide.
And as soon as the battle phase hits, Citri going to go into an Amatrix of his own and put that Samurai Destroyer into defense position.
I synchro summon up. I caught you right in my net.
This is really the trick to the Crystron Mirror, is try not to synchro on your own turn too often, because you'll run out of machines to use on your opponent's turn. And using something like Samurai Destroyer when it's almost guaranteed to die in a battle next turn is maybe scary. So hopefully our friend Hero here has something in that back row that's going to protect that Samurai Destroyer from going down.
My monster's effect activates.
Because he's definitely going to need that if a C Stealth attack comes around.
I'll show you no mercy.
Citri.
Time to battle. Here I go.
Samurai Destroyer says no effects from Gallus. World Legacy Clash. That'll definitely help.
I activate a quick play spell.
And that is a 0 attack Amatrix. So tiny, so small. That is one small PP Amatrix.
Here I go.
So Fafnir going in now on his opponent's Amatrix. Lands successfully, and Amatrix gets to float to a Crystron from the graveyard. And opts for a Crystron Ryan.
I special summon a monster.
Clash brings back that Samurai Destroyer.
My turn.
Very nice for Hero, having the ability to protect that Samurai Destroyer. So important in this matchup. Yo, Mulberry, thank you very much for the raid. How you doing? How was your stream? So far, we've been seeing Gallus go off with Transcendent Crystals and then followed it up with C Stealth Attack Crystrons. So hopefully you guys will be enjoying this war. We're now down to a Crystron Mirror. Yo, thanks, Mulberry.
Battle.
You have taken my bait. I flip over my face down card.
C Stealth Attack. You kind of had to expect it when you saw that Citri come out. He is going to remove that Amatrix to return that buff. Now, this is why Samurai Destroyer is so important in this matchup, because it just ignores C Stealth tanks. I don't care about your stupid trap. Get that out of here. And Samurai Destroyer swings in on the Citri, that basically a vanilla at that point. And Crystron Impact, going to bring back another Crystron from the banished pile. It's going to be that Fist Burn.
I'm counting on you.
Feel the burn, the Fist Burn.
I draw. My continuous trap activates. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters.
Gen X Controller makes its way to the board here, and we are going to see Bryanak, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, come out.
I synchro summon a monster.
Now, due to the new ruling changes, Samurai Destroyer will not be able to float into a machine from the graveyard when bounced back to the extra deck. Extra deck's not public knowledge, so you can't use the effect if it's bounced back or spun back to the extra deck. It used to be one of the benefits of Samurai Destroyer, is even if you got hit with, like, say, an Anishi or something back in the day, Samurai Destroyer would just, you know, bring something right back out. No longer the case, as Bryanak going to discard a Smyger, target that Samurai Destroyer. And World Legacy Clash going to save that Sammy D once again. Says, you don't know me, Sammy D. Still, though, 2 level 5 or higher natural level 5 or higher water monsters on the board with a Sulfefnir coming back. This is still quite a board to break from Gallus as he adds a Crystron Impact to the hand, and we have one set up in the grave as well.
Time to battle. There's a storm coming for you. I attack with my continuous trap activate.
And the Ryan goes down. No powered Insectrons?
My monster attacks your life points directly.
Hello?
Chill out.
Crystron Impact gonna bring back a monster from the banished pile. Samurai Destroyer activates when it leaves the field by an opponent's card. Yes, but it has to leave the field to a place where it's public knowledge. So it also has to be face up when it does it. So you, if it gets put back to the extra deck is not public knowledge. So theoretically, there's no actual way of knowing that Samurai Destroyer is in the extra deck. So due to the new ruling changes, if something is spun back to the deck like a Samurai Skull, it gets shuffled back to the main deck. It never floated either, and it has the same kind of a floating effect as Samurai Destroyer. So now, Samurai Destroyer, if it goes to the extra deck, it used to float if it went back to the extra. Now it no longer does, because it has a consistent ruling with the main deck rulings from the OCG. Quarian Gandrax coming out and going to target all of the board from Gallus, clearing the way. And Crystron Impact in the graveyard, going to negate that Quarian Gandrax. And Quarian can't really get through this board.
My monster's effect activates. Come on. I special summon a monster.
This is definitely looking rough for Hero as Sea Stealth attack.
My continuous trap activates.
Just whittling down the resources, and Gallus takes another one, moving to 8-3. And that was apparently a time limit loss, but I don't think there was much in the way of Gallus taking another one there anyway. There was just too much to get through for Hero there. As NA is our last remaining player from Academy of Duel Links. It's entirely possible, Fictinium. Nobody's been able to take him out yet. It can happen. Gallus waiting on the last remaining player, NA. Gallus piloting Crystron's very, very well indeed. Alright, Gallus versus NA. This is the last remaining player. It's all on the shoulders of NA for Academy of Duel Links. Let's see if he can bring it back. He's coming in with Yusei Fudo. I'm suspecting some Levelog Shiranui, perhaps?
You should have stayed in the kiddie pool.
Yo, Immortal Bunghole, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I love a bunghole, and you know, you gotta love a bunghole that can never die. Much better. You can take a licking and keep on ticking. Alright, drops the Sulfefnir. Sulfefnir drops a Fistburn. And it's looking real nice for Gallus on this opening turn.
Now is the perfect time. My monster's effect activates. Now is the perfect time. I special summon a monster.
Yo, Zuxi, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you guys. And Smiger in the hand now, and finishes off the turn just like that. Nice little board there from Gallus. Something like 1 or 2 a.m. for Gallus right now.
Okay.
That's prime playing time right there.
I activate my
Samurai Skull hits the board. We got a budget Gazuki coming through. Hello?
I'll set a card. I set a card.
Triple set from NA.
My monster
And he's going in deep on that Tristron Citry.
tides. My monster's effect activate. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I'll teach you to stay out of the waters. I synchro summon a monster. Here I go.
And due to the Umi reduction, Smiger gets put in the graveyard. But really, all that accomplishes is giving his opponent a search for an impact.
I'll teach you to
Rather than clogging the board, it actually just kind of helps his opponent out. Drops the Citadel Whale to the graveyard here.
my monster's effect activate.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
I'll teach you to stay out of the waters.
Soul Theft near gonna pop itself. And we're gonna expect a non-tuner here, probably a Thistburn, and that whale is gonna make an appearance. And is looking better and better for Gallus as this board gets stronger and stronger. He's snowballing. Still 3 sets in the back for NA. Let's see if he actually has some good cards back there.
Out of the waters. I special summon a monster.
I'm worried about his potential tech choices. He does have the
You're not
Floodgate Trap Hole comes through. He's got Samurai Skull, but
for my face down.
I don't know.
Set a card. I activate my trap card. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates.
Fistburn getting a search off. See, I'm worried about his potential tech choices. The man came in with Samurai Skull, and I'm just wondering if he's got, you know, the competitive edge. You know, I'm suspecting he doesn't have things like Fiendish Chains and things.
Turn is complete. It's go time.
He's got these budget options. You don't know. I mean, at least, what, Samurai Skull and Floodgate are in the same box, right?
I caught you right in my
See, Stealth Attack still made its way to the board, and it's going to be flipping up here.
My continuous trap activates. I know what to do.
Shiranui Solitaire.
I activate my monster's effect. I need your help. I special summon a monster.
Shiranui Spectral's word comes through.
I need your help. I synchro summon a monster.
And Samurai Saga to the board. I really hope for NA that he has the Archfiend Zombie Skull in that extra deck. Hey, and there he is, Archfiend Zombie Skull. Face-up zombie type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. He's still sitting on 2 back row as well. And here comes the Shiranui Spectral's word. Shogun Saga. Now this is why this deck is actually one of the better ones to take on this Crystron SSA. Being able to have multiple monsters that can't be destroyed by Sea Stealth Attack is definitely useful, and you can also kind of prevent your monsters from being destroyed. And your guys are too big for Samurai Destroyer to get through in attack position because he is actually reduced by the Umi. So you have an immunity to Sea Stealth Attack, and you can't be hit by a big fat Samurai Destroyer. Crystron Impact gonna bring a monster back to the field. It's gonna be that Crystron Citri. Just gotta keep your guys at attack position. And the whale goes down. Archfiend Zombie Skull going in on the Citri. Citri using its effect. This Synchro, let's take a look at that graveyard. He has that Undyne. He has that Smiger. He's targeting the Undyne. Any response from NA? No! And Amatrix comes out, setting the board to defense position unless there is something to negate its effect. Floodgate Trap Hole will not negate its effect, but it will keep it face down. Still, both monsters sitting at 0 defense, and the other Amatrix coming out can't be destroyed by... Why attack the whale? I don't know. I guess because you can.
My monster's effect activates. My continuous trap activates. My monster's effect activates.
Crystron Sulfafnir coming out from the graveyard. Look at the hand on Gallus here. 6 cards. Rain says so he can summon it again. Yikes.
I'll show you no mercy. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Tyranno 996 says, hey, I'm new here. What's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links?
Summon a monster.
What's up, Tyranno? How you doing?
Now is the perfect time. I summon a monster.
Nice to see you, man. It's been a minute.
I'll show you no mercy.
Bryanak, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, says, oh, you can't be destroyed, can you? Barista Squad drops that Shogun Saga and going to yeet that Bryanak off the board before it can get its effect off.
I set a card face down. My turn is complete. It's go time.
It's go time, baby.
I draw.
On the bright side, that's 2 Amatrix down, so there's probably not going to be any more switching your guys to defense position, so good look for NA here. As he goes into the Sun Saga as well, and he's going to be able to get some non-target destruction off.
I shall turn the tide.
Sea Stealth Attack, kind of forced to use his effects here, otherwise he loses it.
I caught you.
And a Sea Stealth Attack gonna flip face up, so he can't lose that one either.
Down card. My continuous trap activates.
2 cards still going back to that extra deck. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Gonna pop up with the face down cards about the looks of things. And Amatrix goes down. It does get to float.
Monster's effect activates. counting on you.
Here comes Crystron Ryan. Let's take a look to see what he has to go with Ryan. It'd have to be a level 6. Now, I don't think we've seen a powered Insectron at all from Gallus.
I'm not scared to attack. Take this.
Archfiend Zombie Skull.
Turn the tide.
Ryan is going off.
Monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. Now is the perfect time. I synchro summon a nice try.
And here's the powered Insectron. 2 cards left in the extra deck for Gallus. One of them is Aquarian, and the other one is actually a Stealth Ninja. This is just from the games we've seen already. I presume he's got Aquarian in there. I don't think he summoned Aquarian at all, though. This is definitely looking rough for Gallus here. We might finally see the end of this Crystron streak. Tribute sets the powered Insectron off the board. Citadel Whale coming through.
I'm counting on you. My monster's effect.
And Citadel Whale gonna grab another Sea Stealth attack. That is a triple SSA on the board. And he scoops it up. Oh my gosh, NA wins. Was that a scoop or did he just time out? Because he was actually able to clear the Archfiend Zombie Skull with the attack, at least. But I guess the Shogun Saga was still going to protect it. And that's really why that deck is so powerful. And I'm surprised it took this long to see it, as Gallus finally goes down after an 8-2 score. Beautiful showing from Gallus. But that definitely made it look good for Duel Links Taiwan, as they still have Snow, Moon, and Bijou in the back. And NA trying to kind of make a repeat performance of what Gallus did, because he needs to bring this back, and it's all on his shoulders right now. But he's got his whole team behind him, and he's ready to perform. Just needs to get 6 more wins. That's all he's got to do. And I mean, he's got a really good deck to do it. Shiranui being the most represented deck in all of the tournaments this week that had a best-of-3 format, as well as being the best conversion to top cut. And it seems like he's got a pretty solid build. Samurai Skull, notwithstanding. And I'm going to take a short break for nature. I'll be right back on the other side.
long as there is a single glimmer of light.
Okay. I activate my monster's effect. I need your help. I end my turn.
I drop from my hand. I activate a continuous spell. Now, my monster's effect activates. I end
It's
my
my
turn.
turn. I draw. I'm counting on you. I know what to do. I synchro summon a monster. I'm not scared to attack. Let's battle. Go! My monster attacks.
I shall extinguish that. I activate a face down card. My trap activates. Now, I special summon a watch and learn. I special just as I expected. I activate a continuous
From my
spell.
hand, I activate a quick play spell. Go! Attack!
I knew you would do that. I activate a face down card. I activate.
There's only one way to duel, and it's with
How long have I been muted for?
Duel. I end my turn.
I better not have cast that whole gosh dang match muted. Vision Hero Ferris drops the plasma for a long time? What? Oh gosh.
my monster's
A good 10 minutes? Wonderful. Great. Absolutely wonderful. Top tier streamer. Great.
come to me.
Well, look, I'm not a smart man. It's early in the morning for me. I know it's afternoon, but I woke up early. You know, I don't really do this whole waking up thing too goodly.
I knew you would do that.
Thought he's just chilling. 9-4. This shit over. Let's just sleep.
My trap activates.
Nah, nothing like that. It's just dumb. Alright, Magician Navigation going off. Gonna be summon a Dark Magician and some other stuff.
I special summon a month now.
Yeah, Kaiku's a good look here. Does stop the Vion and the Malicious from going off. And hits a Cosmic Cyclone. Kind of an unfortunate hit for Snow there. I'm sure he would like to Cosmic Cyclone that increase when it goes off.
My monster's effect. Come on out. I special summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. Watch this. I special summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. Here's my spell.
And just has the Poly in the hand. What a good look for NA here. He might have game right here.
I fusion.
Straight into Vision Hero Trinity. 5,000 attack.
I will annihilate you. Attack.
I knew you would do that. I activate a face down card.
Dark Magic Expanded increases, but it's not really going to be enough as he takes lethal over the Kaiku. And it's getting to be a little bit closer as NA takes another one, moving the score to 9-5. Let's see if Snow's got another deck that can handle Heroes, because Heroes is a nice sacky deck that can definitely do some damage. All right, Snow versus NA.
My soul.
Both players having grit. Elemental Hero Stratos adding a Vision Hero Ferris, so it is a Hero Miro. Drops the Malicious with the Ferris. Ferris gonna grab the increase.
My monster's effect activates. Come here. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. Watch this.
And we got ourselves a full board as Vion gonna drop a Celestial to the grave.
My monster's effect activates. My ending.
And just gonna end the turn is Snow on a board of 3 defense position monsters. Says, "You're not Trinity clapping me." Twice in a row.
I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
Stratos grabs Ferris.
I activate my monster.
Ferris drops an increase.
I activate my monster's effect. monster's effect. Watch this. I activate my monster's effect.
And it is indeed a mirror match. Look at this. The boards are identical.
Monster's effect.
Was he? I'm not sure. Maybe. You probably know more than I do, Cosmic Flare.
My spell.
Polymerization. Gotta kill through 3 monsters and grit. Is it even possible? Here comes Vision Hero Adoration.
I activate my monster's effect. Come on out.
And we got the Malicios.
I activate my monster's effect.
Adoration gonna start reducing stuff. No wolf, no win. Easy collapses. Hype Beast 13 in the chat. What's up, Hype Beast?
Out of my way.
My man.
I attack. I will
Ferris goes down. Vion goes down. Masco Changeo.
activate a quick place.
Presto Changeo. As we see Masked Hero Anki come through. Gonna search out another Masked Change.
Activate my monster's effect.
Form change, mask change in the hand for lethal. Let's see it. Come on.
Take this direction.
Use on FD. There's the increase. Down to 1,200 life points. I mean, he is at risk of taking lethal from another Anki direct attack on his next turn. Yeah, Gallus played both Crystron's Transcendent Crystals and then followed it up with Crystron's Sea Stealth attack.
My turn. I draw.
Accept giving up.
My monster's effect activate. I'll use this.
Oh, great Malicios coming through. Still 4 cards in hand, and he's got that increase. Here comes the increase. Going to increase the size of his waistband. And he's got a long way to go before he has no cards in hand for that Celestial to go off.
My monster's effect activates. I activate the spell card, Polymerization.
Here comes Vision Hero Trinity. Masco Changeo straight away. And the Scoop Snow takes it. Snow gonna win the entire war here. Finishing it off 2-1 score. 2 men did all the work, and that is going to be it. Duel Links Taiwan takes it 10-5 against Academy of Duel Links. And that's going to be it from us today. Thank you all for joining me, and I do appreciate my boy Swifty coming through with that resub early on the stream. Don't think I forgot you, and thank you everybody for following. If you guys do want to support the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button up top. You do get some hand-drawn emotes by yours truly and an ad-free viewing experience. Hypebeast Gals played Crystron's with Transcendent Crystals, and then Crystron's with Sea Stealth Attack. So big shout out to Gallus for his amazing performance of 8-2, and congratulations to Duel Links Taiwan for pulling through from an early deficit to win the war, and good games from Academy of Duel Links as well. Good luck in the rest of the season, and I will see you guys all later. Let's find somebody to raid. It looks like Team Wars is live. That's the obvious choice. I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.